What up, YouTube? It's been 2 days since my last video and me officially getting off social media. And I will say within 2 days, I'll admit it's kind of hard to regroup yourself without having a phone to help you kill time through the day, which leads your brain into wanting to dig deeper into certain aspects of what you like and what you dislike to see why you dislike it, or to find out new things that will dig deeper catacombs in your brain so you can feel the energy of new ideas being created in your own head. And just, for the smart people out there who read books a lot, you know what I'm talking about. Your brain just opening up more and more, and you're learning so much more than just sitting here on a phone looking what the hell somebody did the next day, the past day. Like, come on. It feels better being off my phone as much, and it shows who I really am connected with in this world. I'll admit, I believe I'm connected with a lot of people, but the ones who text me, and I text them most of the time through the day or a little bit throughout the day because they got their own lives going on. Which, speaking about that, welcome to this fucked up world, little one, William. I'm not gonna give out mom's name. I'm just gonna say, welcome to the world, William. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you'll find out in the future along the life path if you follow me along the way of it, because there will be a definite point in time where this little ball energy will be on one of my social media accounts in the near future when I ever decide to go back onto social media. But yeah, congratulations to the mom, good friend of mine. Congratulations to William, you as well. If you ever see this, I don't think you will, but hell, if you do, you do. Congrats, kid. But either way, me being up to social media, it really helps, like I said, clear your head out, because you're not filling your head with useless things or things that might inspire you to do certain things, but it soon dies out because you're onto something else, because somebody put something you might find a common interest in, and you're already going through that area, only creating like a short knowledge expand of that one subject in your head, not really letting it seep into your brain and expand open. So that's why I'm happy not feeling like anymore. And I'll admit, I've been digging into George Harris Watson. I believe that's his name. I believe I'm saying his name wrong. Hold the hell on. Let me get my fucking laptop. This is a dude who has studied the psilocybin chemical since the early ages of his life. And he did it with his wife too, which is crazy. The wife was more used to it than he was, so she opened him up to it. And they're both brilliant people. She was a more freedom person, and he was more of a I want to say like a banker. He dealt money all day, financial, government, and for somebody like this, somebody like this who really dive into the world of mushrooms is a really nice different path for somebody to take, because he's looked at more in a manner of like smart businessman wise. So a lot of business people and higher end people pay attention to him, and for him to dig deep into the mushrooms and really like expand into new horizons for people was a great thing for him to do, because it introduced a lot of like, I don't know how to put it, a lot of attention on it, good attention on it, and it expanded ways in science to help people out with depression, anxiety. I'm trying to find them on Google right now. This is taking forever because I can't think of his damn name right now. I think his name was Harrison, I think? I don't know. Not Harrison Ford. Hell. Oh, I know I can look up American author. Mushroom expert. R. Good Watson. Yes. R. Good Watson. There we go. That's what his name was. Huh. Okay. Yes. So R. Good Watson, like I said, life mushroom experiment. He published in, I believe, in one of the New York headlining like newspaper articles about the theory he had with mushrooms and what they can do for society and how they can help reach the memories of others and in ourselves and help holding more memory than what our brains can actually do with how we are developed now. Because as he goes through it, he starts to believe that maybe a primate ate mushrooms just like a natural animal, like, oh, food, eat it. And turned out to be a mushroom that was like psychedelic, and the ape started to trip balls, but his brain started to open up more, and he started learning certain things and feeling these ways. And all of a sudden, communication, somehow in his own head of memory, just learned how to speak somehow. I'm not saying like the ape started talking like human. They had their own communication between the voices and the sounds they can make between themselves. But I think the barrier of language is something that was developed in the human mind through chemical compounds and hearing something else present a language barrier. Like, I'll admit, before people touched Earth, I'm not a big religion person, but some way we all learned how to speak. We didn't just come here knowing he, yes, she, no. We all start off like a grunt or a certain way of making a sound, noise, or phrase to symbolize what we mean and how we feel through time. That's how we developed into the words we have now, into different cultures, taking the words we know now into their own dialect of tongue, making us or having us learn each dialect of tongue differently, trying to come up with the same word. So I think that's crazy on how maybe, just maybe, an ape ate a magic mushroom, saw something, he was like, yes! And everyone just was like, all the other animals was like, oh shoot, he just spoke! Oh! All them make noises, he's like, down, yes, up, fire, warm. And all of a sudden, they started to turn into mammals, how we are now. But for fish, I don't know. Fish, I don't think, can speak languages we can understand. I know they breathe underwater and make their own noises and show their own way of communication through either sound or just by a flick of a tail or how they move. Like, I know dolphins are mammals, I believe. They don't breathe water, but they talk to each other through, I think, yeah, they make like echo sounds. They make certain sounds to connect with each other. So, at least dolphins have that and whales have that, but what I question is how, like I said, apes evolved with English, like primates on land evolved with English, and maybe it was an ape who started it all, or I don't know, but something. And Gordon Watson believed that maybe it was an ape. And I think that is a pretty cool way to look at it. Maybe that natural things on this earth that brought us here are things that we are destroying, trying to leave because the world is depleting under us. Maybe, I don't know. Everyone's saying one thing, people say the other. We got people believing another thing over there. It's just so much to take in, and when you let it all go, it feels so good. And that's why I think is good being on social media, because you see so much shit going on. You just try to figure out what's going on in your own head, and when you got social media telling you what you should be going on in your own head, it's kind of hard to understand what the hell you are, what your purpose is, because your purpose is being based off of what you think and feel from somebody else telling you how they think and feel about it and make it sound good enough for you want to believe into it. That's where all men spirituality is kind of the same way, religion is the same way, everything's the same way. You gotta just get sold into it. There's nothing, like, I'm trying to sell you guys into watching me, for fuck's sake, and I feel weird doing that. But I'm being natural and real, and if I get you guys to watch me for me just talking, good for me, I guess. And I guess it's helping you guys out, but it's weird in my own eyes as I think of it now. But it's just another point of learning that maybe, like I said before in previous videos, that I'm here for a purpose of being on, maybe doing this stuff, or somehow getting my message across of we have to be peaceful, we have to be open-minded, we have to be accepting of the worst shit in the world, and we just have to accept it for what it is and love it for what it is. But it's fucking hard to, when we got a whole world telling us what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong. Like, there's morals, yes, go by a moral code of, like, no rape, no woman abuse, no rape, no abuse at all to anybody or animal or anything. Keep it clear as day with that one. And maybe I'll just gotta accept, and that's what I think I'm here to put and help to push around, and just hope people can just learn how to accept. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, whatever. It's okay, I'm okay with that. But it's hard to figure out what I'm trying to do when all I see is, like, oh, this dude's doing skateboarding, this dude's doing graffiti, this dude's doing money and learning how to take his stocks and flip them faster than a kid flipping a nickel up and down. Like, there's just so much going on around in the internet space where it consumes your own energy and turns you, or twists your energy into something where it's not you anymore. It's just something that other people hope to see in the world. And I guess I'm fooling around by making YouTube videos but I'm coming from more of my own natural state, just wanting to help people. I don't care if you turn out like me, I don't care. But if you listen to me and my words help you out somehow, that's where I fully feel good inside. Like, this person just got help from my words of looking at life differently, and that makes me feel okay with what I'm doing. Because I just helped somebody out. I just didn't, like, make them do something else or have them think of something else and go on their way without being helped out at all. So if I did that for the viewers, I'm happy about that with these videos. But there's just so much less going on inside my own head now as well, without being on social media, which is so much pleasing. Like, I got my friends who text me. I got other friends who don't text me. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be back when I come back to social media. That's when y'all will hear from me again. Or if we all meet up at some point within time of me being on social media. Shout out if you do. Shout out if you don't. Don't worry. my good energy is always going out to, because you guys were cool to me face to face, and it was always just a good vibe being around all of you. Don't worry about it. No hard energy going out, only good. And I feel so much more, I'll say, relaxed with life a little bit, being off it. And like I said before, letting my brain grow in certain areas, and I'm returning to certain things I used to do a lot more that I stopped doing because I just let my life be consumed so much more by being on my phone and worrying about other things that I really shouldn't be worrying about, because I have no grasp on them yet to really help what I can do. But it's okay to let that shit go and get back to the original roots that you're planning down in, that you have in already, but you haven't reconnected with them in a while. So it's time to, like, yourself. And oh man, I'm starting to meditate a lot more, earthing myself a whole lot more now. Like, before I go out, walk around barefoot a little bit outside, water the flowers in the backyard, do the grass maybe, or just move some stuff around in the yard and just make it look nice, pick up stuff. And that's now what I used to do, was go out there, sit, put my feet on the ground, look at the sky, just hang out by myself, or be with friends. I'll just sit in a chair, put my feet on the ground. I'll, like, make a hole, put my feet in the cold dirt, put the grass back on top of my feet so I can just feel my feet, like, trapped underground, and just feel the cold earth. Feel them and just feel the dirt. If I feel a bug, I feel a bug. Come on. I just hope nothing bites my feet. That's the only thing I worry about sometimes with it, but it's okay. And it feels good to be doing that again. Like, my body feels good doing it, and there's just so much more, like, positive energy I start to feel running through me a little bit more than what I was having before. And it feels so good to have it back. And feeling this way, I think I'm probably going to try to stay off social media for, like, maybe a month or two, and just let myself really feel myself out with the energy I have and what I naturally want to explore through my own brain, and what really attracts my energy and what makes me really want to talk about in these podcasts more, and just alternate maybe my perspective on life at some points. I will be doing more podcasts through this, probably, just to keep it relevant, what's going on, and just see how I alter from being very, like, oh, this type topic, like, yeah, to, like, hey, I'm back to this state, like, just very, woo. And feeling more natural doing it, not really having thought, building the thought, making the thought what the thought is, and just hopping in, going with a flow style speech like I am now, with a built thought already. This, I didn't even think about doing. I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna hop on, whatever comes out right now. So, word, that's how I feel right now. Like I said, shout out to William for coming out today. Shout out for the good friends I have around today. Shout out to everybody that's been hitting me up for the past 2-3 days off social media. And just, I hope everyone has a good energy today. It might be a little wet out, get outside, feel the earth between your toes, meditate a little bit, and just feel okay. I mean, it's like, you just have to be okay without being surrounded by useless energies that shouldn't even really be there. You know, before, well, my time period didn't. Like, my time period, we grew up with AIM when I was like 10. Facebook, I didn't get till I was 13. But even before iPhones and we had flip phones, I grew up with a flip phone. And the most popular social media that I remember at the time I didn't even have was a MySpace. And that was my mom. Like, I didn't really consume myself in that stuff while I was younger, so I didn't really care. My care was like, if I'm gonna go outside today or not, because my room is 50-50. Like, I wanna go outside, I wanna go right now. Not spend an hour cleaning my room, then go outside. So, it was like one of them types of feelings, not, oh, I'm 9 years old, I want to be on TikTok and watch this dude do something funny and waste time just giving energy out to want to see and do something funny and cute to make others happy when they could be doing something to please themselves. Like, I just find it weird. It's, like I said, times are different for me, for the people around my age who were born 98, 99, 96. Like, all of us who were born in the 90s, well, not early 90s, I mean like 95 and between 95 and I want to say at least I'll give the kids to 2001 a line. Like between those two, or 2002. Yeah, like 95 and 2002. There's a thin line. That's a good line to me of kids around my age who will understand that shit. Like, I didn't get a fucking iPhone until I was 15, 16. Yeah, I was 14, 15 with an iPhone. Finally, it was iPhone 4. And that was like the coolest shit to me ever. Going as time goes on now, years down the road, now we're seeing 9 and 10-year-olds with iPads and iPhone X's because mom and dad give them to them because they say, I want that, I need that. Like, do you, or are you just bored and you just want something to entertain yourself with and to not bother me with? Just something I look at a little bit. But just weird getting back to something that I haven't really been like, and I want to say at least over, well, not back to, like, I mean, like, going back to, I mean, like, living some old energy that I used to have. Without being on a phone, no social media, no worries about that. Only worrying about what I'm doing, how my day's gonna go, and where the hell I'm gonna go that day. So, that's what I feel like we all had when we were a kid, because nobody controlled us but our parents. So our parents had dates set up for us, but between the date and time, we didn't care about that shit. We just care about what we're doing right then, what we're gonna do now, and what we're doing right within either how long we're entertained with this idea for, naturally entertained by it. So that was us as kids. Now, as we're adults, our time is worried about dates, when we have to go somewhere, and I think that's it. Oh, money. Yeah, dates and where we gotta go. That's all and time. That's the third one, my bad. And that's all we really focus on now. So I think getting off social media is helping me not focus on the time anymore and just realize, and not really like let off the time clock a little bit and only really focus on time when I need to, like days I work. So it's getting pretty good in my book on just letting stuff go like that and just not need it. So I think I'm going to end this now. Hope everyone has a good day. Happy birthday, William. Even though you just were born today, next year will be your first year. But right now, happy birthday to you for coming onto this screwed up world. Sorry, so screwed up, man. Maybe you'll be a part of the generation to help us fix the world and not leave the world. But let's just see what happens. And I like to do a shout out to the people who text me. You guys are parts of my heart. Thank you. Yeah, I want to be like, spread love. Be peaceful. Have a good day, everybody. Peace. Like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications so you know when I upload. Peace.